Y'all, I would rate Backlash a 6 out of 10. And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. People was telling me on like Facebook, Instagram, oh, Backlash was good. I mean, it was a 6 out of 10. Let's talk about it only being 2 hours and 30 minutes. Let's talk about it only had 5 matches. It should have been 6 at least. And all the people that I wanted to win didn't win. Like, I'm happy that Bailey won. Kudos. Tiffy almost won. That's the bad part about it. Solo and Tonga won, which I'm mad about. Because Randy and them was really fighting really good. They was getting it. Who else? Who else was... Oh, Cody won. I love that part. And it was another match. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Bianca. We all knew they was going to win. Like, come on. Like, rocket science. But it was just... I liked the crowd, but then I didn't like the crowd because, like... One time they'll chant in English. One time they won't. They chant in French. You can't understand it. It shakes the building. Like the boy said, the camera was shaking. Like I think it was too loud at 2 different moments. Like Backlash last year, it was good. Puerto Rico, it was wonderful. I love it. I just like the Backlash from last year. This year, Backlash 6 out of 10. Hopefully we'll get some. Half those cards was mid cards. Like they could have let Cody fight somebody else other than AJ Styles. Like I didn't really understand that part. But I mean the match card was mid. Okay, so y'all, now we're going to talk about the Eagles. The schedule is coming out next week. Right now, I'm going to make my predictions and I'm going to make my wins and loses for the Eagles this year. I'm not going to do no type of predictions yet about, home games and lose games. Like, I don't really think that matters anyway. Like, if we go to Brazil, obviously we're going to win. Like, we don't know exactly, what game that is. I mean, we understand that's the first game, but we don't know what the first game is. I'm just going off of, our home games and our losing games right now. And on top of that, people be like, oh, well, the season's not out yet. Okay, but you can still comment on it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so our home games, we're going to beat Dallas. Our second, I'm not saying like this is the order of it. I'm just reading it. We will beat the Giants. We will beat the Washington. We will beat the Browns. And we will beat the Falcons. We will beat the Panthers. We will beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. We will lose against the Packers. And we will beat the Steelers. Let me talk about why I chose those for the home games. Let's start with the Cowgirls. I just feel with the Cowgirls, it needs to happen. We need to beat them 2 times this year because they beat us 2 times, probably in 2020, 2021. And I feel like we should beat them 2 times because we deserve to. We just have a better team throughout. Our team is more packed than the Cowboys. The Cowboys barely got anybody in the draft. I just feel like we're more well-rounded. The Giants, same thing. They got a new quarterback. They have to rebuild. They did pretty good last year. Well, technically, they still got Daniel Jones, but you never know. He got hurt. You don't know nowadays. That's why I tell people, you just don't know. So, the Washington, they're still not there yet. They got a quarterback, too. So, it's just, I don't see it happening. The Browns, we should beat the Browns. I don't even know who their quarterback is anymore because Watson was their quarterback. I just don't know. The Falcons, I'm mad that we're playing the Falcons this year, but we're playing them at home. That is ridiculous. I really wanted to go to Atlanta to a game. I'm going to a game this year, but the Falcons, if we played the Falcons at the Falcons, that would have been perfect because we haven't played the Falcons at the Falcons in so long. We never really played the Falcons at Philadelphia. So I don't know, maybe they will change it around. You never know, they might, but we're still going to beat the Falcons. They got Kirk Cousins, so that'll be pretty good. That's something different. The Panthers, we play them at home, which I'm mad because I want to go to a game. It's just, it's always like the Eagles never play people that I live around, like the states I live around. The Panthers, we should definitely beat them. We haven't played them in so long. Yes, so long. Like probably like 2017, 18 Panthers. The Jags, obviously we're going to beat them. The Packers, the only reason why I say we will lose probably to the Packers is because they got Jordan Love and they got like a good team over there. They did pretty good in the playoffs, but they did kind of, you know, got handed to them like the third round or second round, but they did pretty good. So I still feel like they're going to keep that momentum. Oh, but we beat the Packers so many times. Like, if they beat us, it is what it is. Like, I don't really, you know, care much. Like, that's a home game that I will, you know, tolerate losing if they do beat us. You see what I'm saying? The Steelers, oh yeah, we're going to beat the Steelers. Like, we beat them 2 years ago. We're going to beat them again. Now they're going to see how it feels because they used to cheat. They used to do all that. Now we're going to do it to y'all, okay? We're going to be the home Pennsylvania team. So, away teams. I feel like we're going to beat Dallas. We're going to beat the Giants again. We're going to beat the Washington again. We're going to beat Tampa Bay. We're going to beat LA Rams. We're going to lose against the we're going to lose against the Ravens. We're going to lose against the Bengals, and we're going to win against the Saints. So I really feel that we're going to beat the Cowboys. We have to. Like, we just have to stump them this year twice. If we do that, I'll be happy. We haven't stumped them twice since 2017 when we went to the Super Bowl. We have to do it, okay? We have to beat the Giants and the Washington. That's no joke. We are going to beat them. Tampa Bay, this is our get back. This is our get back from Tampa Bay because we beat them. That's so funny. We beat them in the regular season. Well, hold on. Let's talk about when we lost to the wild card when we was playing Tom Brady. We lost to them. We beat them in the regular season last year, and then we lost to them in the wild card. This year, we're going to beat them in the regular season, and we don't have to see them in the wild card. We need to beat Tampa Bay. LA Rams, I still think we're going to beat them because they're still developing their team. I really still think that we're going to beat LA Rams. The Buffalo Ravens, I'm still kind of in the air with this because I think we lost to the Ravens 2 years ago too. So I really think we should beat them this year. That's why I feel like if we don't beat the Cowboys, if we lose against the Cowboys in the away game, then we should beat the Ravens. Those three is up in the air. So that's why I say I don't really know about, you know, winning against the Cowboys for the second game, because I know for a fact we can beat the Ravens. We really can. They don't have Odell Beckham no more either. He went to the Dolphins. So that's what I'm saying, like, we could beat the Ravens. The Bengals, we should be able to beat the Bengals. If they start off rough, because we do play them, we probably gonna play them closer to the end of the season anyways. If they start off rough, y'all, then we probably could beat the Bengals. But I guess because he got hurt last year and all this type of stuff, they're probably going to build the ego for him. That's what I'm thinking. Because I know we could beat the Saints, y'all. That's the game I want to go to, y'all. If the Eagles play the Saints the couple of days before, the day before New Year's, New Year's Eve, I will go. If we play them, I don't think we're going to play them Christmas Eve. I think we're going to play the Saints New Year's Eve. I think that's going to be our last game we're going to play. I really feel we could be 14-3. We really can be 14-3. But the only way we can be 14-3, we have to beat either the Ravens or the Bengals. But I really feel like we can beat both of them, but they don't want us to be 14-1, so we might have to lose 1 or 2 games, but it's just up in the air. I really have to see how the team is feeling by preseason, and when I really see that the aftermath, you know, with the schedule comes out next week, then I can see what times, what days, this and this. But when we play Brazil, they keep saying we want to play the Browns in Brazil. I guess that's the first game, for our first game, which is a W. But I don't really know. But all I know is the Eagles should be 14-1 or 14-2. We should not be 14-3. We should not be, because those are all games that we can win. We were so close to beating the Ravens the last time, but I just feel like our new guys up front can get at Lamar really good, so I think we should be straight. Same thing with Bengals. He was hurt last year. You see what I'm saying? We could actually beat them because our team wasn't really injured. Our quarterback wasn't injured like that. He kind of was, but he, nobody really knew. Burrow been out for so long, like I can't even tell you. They missed the playoffs because of that this last year. So that's why I feel like we have the upper ante, because we've been in the playoff, we've been in the Super Bowl for the last, 2 seasons. We, went like that. But I feel like if Burrow wants to come back and actually go to the Super Bowl, they need to beat the Kansas City. They're the only team that I feel that can beat Kansas City. The Bills, I'm sorry. I have so much faith in the Bills this whole 2 years, and they didn't do anything for me. I really think that the Bengals could beat the Kansas City to go to the Super Bowl, and it could be Kansas City or Kansas City versus us, or the Bengals versus the Eagles. We deserve to get a Super Bowl ring this year. We need it. So that's my picks for that. I really, really wanted it to go to another game. I wanted it to go at least to 2, but I really don't want to go to Philadelphia. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with Philadelphia, but I just feel like every time I want to go to Philadelphia, the tickets is high. Like, that's why I say I'd rather go to a away game like Tampa Bay. If I go to Tampa Bay, the flight's going to be good. Just to go to the game and come back, in like 2 days. That'll be perfect. If the Eagles play them closer to December, that's perfect. But for some reason, they play all the hot teams closer to October, like the Rams. They played them in October last year. They played Tampa Bay in September for my birthday. On my birthday they played Jacksonville like in September. Y'all need to play these people in November, December, because I don't want to be at no cold behind game. That's why I say New Orleans is perfect for December or January, because it's not as cold over there. Philly is too cold for me to be up there, okay? So that's why I said I don't want to go to any home games that is not in October. September is too hot to be in Philly. It's too hot up there in September. October is perfect, but it's so hard to catch a game during that time, because that's like basically the beginning of the season, in my opinion. Like, I feel that's when it gets good. So hopefully we'll see the schedule next week, and we will know everything, and we'll see. And I'll do my other reaction, the breakdown later on going towards the season. I'll do another breakdown of the schedule and the whatever we'll be, like 12-12, whatever like that. And this is the end of my video. Like, comment, subscribe. Drop down below any Eagles fans, any games y'all want to go to, any people that y'all want to see. Drop down below anything. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next one.